So this is the new
Yeah,
legislation coming out talking about harsher penalties on first offenders. Sorry, on
yeah.
first responders
hmm
if they suffer attacks.
Mm.
Yeah, just what do you just share your thoughts on that first of all before we go any deeper?
First of all, I think it's really important that particularly first responders are safe in their job. Everybody deserves to be safe. Nobody deserves to be assaulted in their workplace. That's period. Um, but this bill is based on the assumption that if somebody were to attack a first responder, they would even weigh up, you know, if I attack this person, I'll get 3 years. And if I attack this person who happens to be a paramedic or a police officer or a prison officer, then I'm going to get 5 years. Therefore, I'm not going to do that. I'll attack this person instead, like when it comes to crime and people breaking the law, really often people don't consider what differences there are in sentencing when it comes to different types of acts because they simply don't know. I
Yeah,
think most members of parliament wouldn't know what time and what terms of imprisonment match different levels of crime, whether that's murder, manslaughter, whatever, assault, aggravated robbery, burglary, all of these things. Most people don't understand the complexities around sentencing in terms of imprisonment. So it relies on that assumption that people think that there will be a bigger punishment, which people don't know because people don't think that they'll get caught for crime. But when we're thinking about first responders and people lashing out, you can kind of imagine the sort of person who would lash out at somebody that's trying to help them, and that would be someone who is deeply mentally unwell.
or they're in the moment they have impaired themselves with drugs or alcohol.
Exactly. And so it's important that we take that context into consideration because if you have someone who is severely mentally unwell to the point where they are abusing or assaulting the people that are trying to help them, that shows you what kind of state of mind they're in. They don't need a prison cell, they need intense care support through our health system. And so,
Yeah,
matching that with longer jail sentences and longer terms of imprisonment is not going to keep people safer. But there are a number of other ways to keep people safer and make their working conditions better so that they are not in dangerous situations as well. But I know that the government is not interested in those more proactive, preventative ways of keeping our community safe.